Got himself into the clear, looking for support. Unloads nicely to Mortimer. Running well. He got it to Dorahy. Dorahy weaving, running, gets it back to Cronin. Cronin's up the sideline. The pass inside to Cronin. Shut the gate. The horse has bolted.
Welcome to Seven's Big League.
Darren's got it. He's going to score. Gilman's under the post. Good try. Let's Cutler there first. And it's a try. He's under the post. Magnificent. There's a superb solo try.
Here's Rex Mossop.
Hello there and welcome to what promises to be a top 80 minutes of entertainment as the joint leaders in the competition, Wests and Canterbury Bankstown, meeting today at Lidcombe Oval. Well, the fans have turned out in force for this clash and we could well have a ground record on our hands the way they're coming in. Wests were a well-beaten side last Anzac Day at the sports ground at the hands of Eastern Suburbs. It was their first loss, however, of the season. Goal-kicking 5'8", Peter Rolls has paid the penalty. And in a bombshell selection, form lock forward Jim Lease has been transferred to that position. And the original selection, Peter Walsh, has been omitted because of a heavy dose of flu. Big Bruce Gibbs makes a reappearance after several weeks out. He's replacing Terry Leabeater. An interesting move is the selection of John Rebo to Bressac as Lee's replacement at lock. Now, Rebo, as he's known, can lay claim to be Sydney Rugby League's fastest forward. He scored 19 tries in 28 games for Newtown last season and has already scored 3 for West in reserve grade so far this year. Another bombshell is the recovery of big second rower Bob Cooper from a nasty knee gash sustained against Eastern Suburbs last week. Cooper was not originally considered, but he joins Paul Merlot now in the second row. A big question hangs over the goal kicking with Rolls and Walsh omitted. Who will it be? Goodwin and Gitto perhaps? We're told it's to be Gitto to start. Well, Canterbury did it again last week. This magic few moments of football against Manly at Brookvale. Surely the try of the year so far. It's going to be a superb one to top it, don't you think? But of course, while ever Canterbury are playing, tries of this type are on.
Beautiful football again with Mark Hughes involved. Chris Mortimer back to Mark Hughes there. They're toying with Manly. Look at Anderson coming up the sideline. He comes back in field, sprinting for the line. It's back inside the Cutler. Oh, to Jim with a try.
Tragedy struck young John Coveney last weekend. He'd apparently recovered from a serious knee injury to his left knee. But out of the blue came disaster and a serious injury to the other knee, requiring surgery and a possible 2 months out of the game. His replacement is local boy Graham Foe, which gives the Canterbury team a completely homegrown pack of forwards at present. A major upheaval, however, is the withdrawal on Saturday of Mercurial half Steve Mortimer. Fortunately, the club are blessed with a top-rate replacement in reserve half and captain Mal Creevy, a smart player who's become adept at scoring 3 tries in a match, a feat he's performed on 3 previous occasions this season. Well, Canterbury captain Dr. George Paponis was reported as saying through the week Canterbury had a slow start to this season because the players were perhaps living on the glory of getting into last year's grand final.
Well, it was sort of right what was mentioned in the paper. What I did say was that we haven't been performing as well as last year, and probably due to the fact that we were expecting things to happen last year. Things were happening for us very well, and we probably expected not to put in the effort, and things had happened, and last week we put in the effort, and things just aren't going to happen in this competition at the moment because the sides are so equally balanced, and we've got to make it happen.
So then a match full of promise, and one I'm certainly looking forward to watching as much as you people out there. Let's see both sides come onto the field.
And on come the local side, the Magpies. And let's have a look through this full team. Wayne Smith, Wayne Buckley, Ted Goodwin, Ron Gitto, Warren Boland in number 5, the captain, Jim Lease at 5'8" in number 10, Alan Neal, John Rebo in number 8, Paul Merlot, Bob Cooper playing in number 14, John Donnelly, Jack Jeffries, Bruce Gibbs and Roy Masters as the coach. Well, Paul Merlot, number 9 for West, has filled an important role for the Magpies since joining them from Penrith. He's a very solid, grafting type of a player with a high work rate, and he's become a very important member of the Magpie pack. Canterbury take the field. George Paponis, their skipper, leading them out. Stan Cutler, Chris Anderson, Chris Mortimer, Greg Brentwell, Steve Gearan, Gary Hughes, Mal Creevy playing in number 7 for Steve Mortimer, Mark Hughes, number 8, Steve Folks, Jeff Robinson, Graham Foe, George Bonus and Greg Cook. The coach is Ted Glossop. That bearded fellow with a very black hair, Jeff Robinson, is becoming more adept at unloading the ball under the tutelage of coach Ted Glossop when he can find the balance between his bull-like charges and a little bit of ball distribution. He's probably going to get the nod from the city selectors. Referee in today's game is Mr. Greg Hartley. A look at the match statistics between these two sides. Premiership match results in 73. Canterbury have won 9, Wests have won 7, drawn 1. Points for Canterbury 235, Wests 196. In the last 6 years at Lidcombe Oval, Wests have won 4, Canterbury have won 2. Good crowd in attendance. The breeze we'll get from Barry Ross in just a moment. West running from right to left in their black uniform. Canterbury in their blue uniform with the white and the blue shorts. And there's a ball being lost, but the referee says play on. Out to Boland, the West skipper. They work him over the sideline. That was not good football from Boland. Good strong play there from the Canterbury defenders. Now the breeze, Barry Ross.
Well, it's a reasonable breeze, Rex, but it's virtually a crossfield, probably favouring Canterbury.
Slightly in the first half. It's quite a firm breeze. It'll be about 15 knots. And the goal kickers are going to be, from both sides, going to be kicking across it most of the time. First scrum went to Western Suburbs. There's Lease having his first touch. There's 5'8", for Western Suburbs, that is. I don't know that he's played in that position before. Merlot. That is the way to come on the burst. About 5 metres from halfway. Donnelly, straight ahead. And they meet him just as hard. Ted Goodwin. Kicking tactically, trying to drive Cutler back against the sideline. He's going to do that. Here comes Buckley through, sprinting hard. Cutler slipped. Buckley does get to him with a one-legged tackle. Anderson. Folks. The 9 for Canterbury Bankstown, a lightweight player, but very much a goer. Over the quarter line. Free Hartley could have a pretty torrid encounter on his hands here. There's absolutely no love lost between these two sides. Graham Foe, metre outside the quarter. The opponent's a dummy half. You'll see him there most of the time. Long pass out to Brentnell. Good tackle. Right round the boots. 6 tackles. Creevy kicks upfield. Boland tries to drag that one in, but Smith gets there in time. Good tackle again from Brentnell. Boland on the halfway line. Donnelly really winding up to charge at him. And in they come. Strong stuff. Neal. Lease. Good pass to Goodwin. Leaves it behind. Canterbury have the ball. A dangerous kicking there from, I thought, Jim Lease. Not deliberate, but was after the ball, but could have landed on a Canterbury player. Gary Hughes.
Eastern Suburbs 2, Newtown 0.
10 metres, Canterbury side of halfway. Creevy. Mark Hughes. Very much a sorting out period going on at the moment. Lots of physical stuff. Gary Hughes, lovely quick hands. The pass goes astray. It doesn't now as Brentnell pulls it in. Gets a pass away that's knocked down. It'll be 6 to go if they get it back, I feel. They don't get it back. Buckley stolen it. It's a good ball win there. Jeffries. Gitto. 2 metres outside the Canterbury quarter. Jeffries. Neal. Lease. Cooper. Who had, I think, 6 stitches in his knee. Is that right, Barry?
I think maybe 9.
I heard a bit of conflict in those numbers. I heard 6 from him, I thought. There's a long floater. It's been pushed out to Buckley. He does very well. Takes it on the bounce. Back inside, the pass comes, but it's knocked down. And Canterbury in possession. Bit of slack play there from West. An opportunity to take play very close to Canterbury's line. Robinson. Ooh, when the monoliths meet.
Little Barry Smith, who's been lost.
I often see Robinson stop dead in his track, but Donnelly did stop him then. Greg Cook, Creevy, the 3-try expert. On the blind side they come. Kick beautifully taken by Smith. Positioned himself magnificently. You can't run without legs. Marquis' tackle was good. They certainly can't keep this pace up. It's been a cracker. Merlot. Lease. Rebo. Always known as a very quick runner, not considered by a lot of footballers as a player with a lot of physical effort in him. A good play there from West as big Bob Cooper got the pass out to Buckley. Jeffries. Out it goes along the line. Kitto got the pass away to Lease. Lease is going into the post. It's a good try. Canterbury opened up. West put on the pressure under the post. 3 points, probably a 5-pointer. See it again. Jeffries. Pass out there to Donnelly. Then away it goes. Gitto steps inside and loads a beautiful one to Lease. That big step off the right foot. Blimey. He's certainly a versatile player, this fella. A lock forward. Now watch his step as he finally gets himself into the clear. Now there's the Gitto, the pass. Now watch this step. You know, that's a bit more than your usual run-of-the-mill lock forward puts in. And he's playing 5'8" today. Very spectacular try. Good try. Well, I've not seen him kick this way before. Well, it's sneaked in just inside the left-hand front, but that's a 5-pointer. So after 6 minutes, West's 5, Canterbury. Now clouds about at Lidcombe Oval. Quite a chill wind. Good one. Goes round his first man. Got Boland in support. Blows nicely. Boland up over halfway. Going well. Creevy's there with defence, and it's good tackle too, right round the boots. Good work from Goodwin. Offside play by Canterbury. The referee plays the advantage rule. West really moving the ball well at the moment, a la Canterbury style. Neil. Gibbs. Ooh, came in hard. They sink him just on the quarter line. Jeffries doing good work as O'Neill through, but well tackled. Right round the boots it came. That was Paponis. Rebo. Seemed to hesitate, not take the tackle then. Jeffries doing a good job at dummy half, as I've mentioned. That kick laterally back will go to Anderson. Smith there as the tackler. Anderson makes another 10 metres and meets solid defence, and let's see what's going to happen here. The referee's been called out. We're calling a player out. Gibbs. No particular penalty there. The referee indicating with his hands now that it was not head high, it was chest high. The penalty to Canterbury. They've touched it, and the touch judge indicates it was a good touch, and Buckley acknowledges the touchdown. So nice little bit of byplay there. So that is a bad bit of work by Canterbury. A scrum will go down, and West now have the opportunity to get the ball back, where it should have been a tap for Canterbury had it gone over the sideline correctly without being touched. And a penalty for Canterbury. Neil, second row. Well, a player that Canterbury may well wish was on the field is sitting with Barry Ross, Steve Mortimer.
Steve, very nervous, Steve Mortimer here on the sideline too. What's the injury, Steve?
I've just got a bruised bone in the ankle at the moment, Barry.
And you'll be right next week for the game against East?
I certainly will. I'm not 100%, so I thought it was unfair to the players if I do play, so I'm pulling out this week.
And tell me, how good is this replacement Creevy that's on there now? He's scored a lot of 3 tries in matches.
He's a very good halfback, and he's keeping me honest.
Well, there he is now. Creevy onto Robinson. Robinson on the boil. Back to Creevy, and he puts it down. That'll be a knock-on. Unless West get it, they do. The referee playing advantage wisely. And West are now penned in their quarter. Miller. Plenty of ball movement, plenty of hard body contact. And one splendid try. Cooper up the blind side, going well. Nicely back inside to Jeffries, who's bolted. He's up to halfway. Have to watch his feed. They're giving him something to go that fast. Donnelly. Goodwin, long pass. Oh, could have been intercepted. Gitto steps into the clear. Looks for support. It's gone to ground. The referee was waving play on, but the last pass, the last hand to it, finally knocked it forward. Yes, let's have a look at the Jeffries hooking record. He's 1980 record progressive. Scrums won 43 from 91. It's a success rate below 50, so that can be considered not a great one, but he's becoming a very useful player in the open. And a good dummy half operator. Gets a good pass, quick pass away, and that means yardage outside.
Eastern Suburbs and Newtown 2-all.
This ball's coming out. Creevy manages to fall on it. Scrums are 1-all. The penalties are 2-0 in favour of Canterbury at this stage. Brentnell. Good one high, but the referee doesn't say a word about it. Not a swinging arm, certainly. Clutched him high. Up the blind side they come. There was a swinging arm tackle that could have been, and he is on the run. Hartley, no, he stopped play. And calling Donnelly. Very dangerous. He's got a rather wry look on his face. That was quite definitely a swinging arm. He ducked under it. And I suggest another one of those. And in line with the league's edict, he could have an early shout. Boom, boom. There's a bad kick. Came off the side of the foot there of, I think, Chris Mortimer. Not one of his best efforts. Robinson. Well, they're handling Robinson very well. Normally, his charges get him through the first and even sometimes the second tackle. And little success in the two charges he's had so far. Foe. Midway between the West's quarter and halfway. Peponis. Dummy half. Cook. Bit of a step and a stutter with his legs. Creevy. Must pass to Brentnell. 2 metres from the quarter line, West's end. 3-0, 5-0 the score. West favour. Mark Hughes. And Folks. Caught in the tackle. Last one coming up. What will the tactics be? Kick or keep possession? It's up the blind side. Oh, shocking pass that's been taken. Now it's been knocked on. The referee said the pass was forward anyway. It was a bad one. There's Peponis' 79 record and his 80 record. Scrums won 201 from 410 in 21 games in 80. Success rate 49%. 80 records. Scrums won 52 from 98. 53.1. Australian hooker and Australian skipper. There's a penalty against Neil again. Second time he's been pinged for an incorrect feed.
There's no doubt about either one of them, neither.
Steve Gearin from about 4 metres outside the quarter. He's about 22 metres in from the sideline. What a valuable player this fellow is. Look, 12 tries, 103 goals for 242 points in 26 games. In 79, an 80 record after missing games, 19 goals from 24 attempts, success rate 79.2. Splendid little player. Well, that could be... Oh, Gearin's kick that time was a horror. It's gone nowhere. Buckley's festooned in streamers, running around like a maypole over there. That could have been, if it was gamesmanship, the referee and the kick had missed and the referee had construed that bit of business with Gibbs there being treated by one of his teammates for a cramp in the foreground. It could have called for another kick at goal. Neil. Lease, the step again. Oh, got a bad pass away, but Neil's gone backwards about 30 metres, 20 metres. And well tackled on the quarter line. And that's 6, says referee Hartley. In the earlier games today, West's went down in reserve grade, 14 to 13, a field goal being the difference. And in the under-23s, West 12 defeated Canterbury 7. Again. Neil's won a scrum legitimately, or Jeffries has. Least making the break. Very strong player, well-balanced runner. Goodwin. Boland appearing on the left-hand side of the field from the right wing.
Chris Mullane required at the turnstiles.
Merlot. Over halfway. Jeffries. Neil. Goodwin. Lease. Smith chiming in. Away there to Boland again, mixing himself up. Goodwin sprinting away. Oh, he's thrown it anywhere. Neil's got it. Referee says play on. And the referee has called that as an offside pass. And to his credit, Hartley was directly in line with it. See it again. The ball went way up in the air. Goodwin even seemed to nod in agreement. He was swung round, I think, as he threw that pass. Now there's the break by Boland. Now Goodwin. Just as he threw it, he was hit. And I don't think there's any doubt that that pass went well forward and Neil in an offside position. But Hartley, to his credit, was right beside it. And that is not a good kick. It just evaded Buckley. It is the ultimate result is a good kick, but it went perilously close to Buckley's hands. Papanis. Cook. Gibbs drives him back. He's lost the ball, thrown it away. Play on, says the referee. One-handed water polo type pass there.
Yes, and the Canterbury teammates were unaware of the pass coming.
This was all very much the last second thing. Papanis, Mark Hughes, the switch of play, the dummy. 10 metres now from West's quarter line. Gary Hughes with a lovely pass out there to Chris Mortimer. He finds a way for 15 metres. 5-0 Western Suburbs lead. A great try to Lease and a goal to Gitto. Gary Hughes. Pass back inside to Anderson. He's buried, submerged. Goodwin the tackler. Goodwin again diving. The pass has gone to ground. Who's got it? Knock on. Canterbury certainly haven't settled into a pattern yet. Let's attribute that to the strong defence of Western Suburbs.
Their own defence, Rex, is not as good as last week's against Manly too. They're not moving up to the man with the ball at this stage.
They've won another scrum. That's a valuable position. Centre field inside the quarter. Gary Hughes. Cutler. About 20 metres out now from West line. Cook. A run around with Mark Hughes. Now, a lot of Canterbury players out on the open side. Only one on the blind. That's Chris Anderson. Creevy. Mark Hughes. Creevy. Back to Robinson. Then on to the support folks, I think, standing wide. He's lost the ball. The referee has penalised him for... has penalised Cooper, has he? Well, Goodwin. For reefing the ball. Gearin about 20 metres in from the sideline, perhaps 23. Hard to see from here, maybe a little less than that, I'm not just sure. But just inside the quarter. And strikes that one to the right, no goal. And that's a clumsy bit of work by Wayne Smith. To Western Suburbs, the penalties are 6-0 in favour of Canterbury. Gary Hughes, the dummy. Back inside nicely to Chris Mortimer. Creevy and dummy half. Cook. 10 metres now from West's quarter line. The blind side. Creevy. Goodwin over the top there. Jeffries assisting in that tackle. Mark Hughes. Gary Hughes. Robinson. All fell awkwardly there, but he's up and okay. And knocked down again as Merlot comes boiling in. He was getting up to his feet to play it, I think, and Merlot came in and took the odds to it. See it again. Now watch him there. He tries to get to his feet and down he goes again. So Burlow said, the hell with this. I'm not going to give him the chance to get up and keep going. Has not struck that well again. Boland came infield to take it. Evades one tackle. Very much a leader by example is this Boland. He's all over the field when his team's in possession. He's liable to bob up on the right wing, the left wing, among the forwards. You can do that when the opposition haven't got the ball. Jeffries, Neil. Weaving run, only about a 7 or 8 metre forward gain, around about 25 yards. Lease back inside nicely to Foster. Then to Lease. Back to Rebo. Then to Jeffries. Back to Neil. Evades the defence. Boland linking with him. Boland back inside. And finally Canterbury defence gets to him. 20 metres out now from Canterbury's line. Gibbs, Rebo goes for a high kick. Where's he put that out of the park? Oh, it's awkward, but Anderson takes the odds to it and just knocks it dead over the dead ball line. Seemed to plug as it came down. (5-0). Western Suburbs leading. The one try scored by Jim Lease after a good pass from Gitto underneath the posts, and Gitto responded with the conversion. Chris Mortimer driving that up over halfway. Buckley takes it well. Big step. Gary Hughes the tackle. Jeffries, who's run a long way in this game already. Miller. Lovely pass to Gibbs, who's juggled it, but finally managed to control it. Lease. Cooper, oh, he'll go in and score. There he is on the burst. Off the pass from Jim Lease. And that was so easy. Western Suburbs 8, Canterbury 0. See it again.
Western Suburbs second try scored by Bobby Cooper.
Now this was the switch of play with Lease going crossfield. Was there a suggestion that pass might have been fractionally forward? It was certainly close. It was line ball, but Cooper on the outside of it just kept on charging away. Now here's Lease again. And you can see the big second rower who was replaced last week after injuring his knee against Eastern Suburbs. Not inconvenienced at all. A good try. Opponent's got a lot of talking to do out there with this Canterbury side at the moment. Gitto's kick is successful. So then the scoreline after 30 minutes of play, Western Suburbs 10, Canterbury 0. Cutler restarts. Well half volleyed by Wayne Smith. Very, very spectacular stuff. He's passed away nicely to Lease, who's carving him up today. Here he goes again. The kid from Tamworth. Miller. Jeffries. Goodwin, then on to Big Donnelly. Jeffries. Neil. Goodwin, the kick and chase. He's found the open spaces. They're coming through, but Creevy's there to pick up the bricks. And Teddy Goodwin, a new lease of life, has come in with a strong, legitimate tackle there to put Creevy down. Cutler. Gearan. As his legs finally chopped from underneath him. Boland in there in the middle of the field again, getting involved in the defence. Foe, driven backwards, awkwardly. These legs doubled underneath him. Canterbury
Canterbury looking anything but joint competition leaders. Oh, Buckley takes that well. There's another one. Smith took an absolute gem a while back, and that was even more spectacular because it came very hard. Rebound. Merlo. Having quite a good game is Merlo. Gibbs throws it anywhere. River. Gitto. Canterbury defence starting to open up a little bit ominously. Oh, there's a long floater. Lease pulls it out of the air. Now Rebo with a bit of room. The pass away. Boland was the recipient. And West's putting it all over Canterbury at the moment. Jeffrey. Goodwin. The kick coming back. It's taken. It's a try, I think. No, it's been grounded by a Canterbury player. That went perilously close to being a try. Cutler finally. Canterbury really look a little bit like Brown's cows at the moment. They're not putting their act together at all.
Just a lot of credit to that must go to the Western Suburbs defence.
Wayne Smith. Lease. Brentnell the tackler. Jeffries shoveling out really good passes. Donnelly back inside to Rebo. Don't let him move. He's quick. Boland back inside. It's Jeffries, and oh, he's gone so close to earning a just reward of scoring a try. He's been involved in so much of the open play today. Goodwin gets a pass away to Gibbs. Gibbs looks for support, gets it away, then to Merlo. Must be a try. Buckley in the corner. Oh, he's lost the ball, has he? Well, no, the referee says he got it down. It just seemed to bobble around on his hands in the final moment. A little bit of embracing and kissing going on here, which doesn't all turn me on all that much. Gibbs, but he's well to get it to Merlo. Merlo's pass was a splendid one out there. Now watch Buckley as he goes down. No, it was okay. It was just the bounce of his body hitting the ground. He really ricocheted. That was the one that broke the camel's back, the Gibbs pass to Merlo, and he did so well. Wayne Smith, and nicely to Buckley. The young man really pounded in hard there. And they're tearing away with this game at the moment. They've got Canterbury on the ropes. Giddo around the corner style off a short run. Oh, this looks all right. That's a beautiful kick from the sideline. And there's the scoreline that now is a positive embarrassment to the Bulldogs. 15-0. Well, Ted Glossop must be sitting there in a state of shock at the moment. Barry Ross, any reaction from
no reaction from Ted. No, there's not. There never is. He's taking it all in, and he'll have plenty to say at half-time. But West are playing so well, and maybe there's no counter to that.
Buckley. Well, they've got 4 minutes to get on the board, Canterbury. If they fail to do so in the first half, I think their task of getting back into this game is almost an impossibility. There's the implacable face of Ted Glossop, who takes it as it comes, coach of Canterbury. Cooper busting him up the middle. Play on, says the referee, 6 to go. Gitto. About 8 metres now from halfway. Neal. Goodwin. Cuts out a man. Gibbs. Got a pass away badly. It was forward. In and out, the scrum, well won by Jeffries. Back standing very flat there. Neal, Goodwin. Wayne Smith on the move on the outside, on the halfway line. He's taken.
12, Eastern Suburbs 4.
Good swift pass, Neal, Lease. Good one, lobs a long floater. It's not going to get to Buckley. It goes over the sideline. Worth a try. Worth an attempt, I should say. If he'd hit that one properly, he probably would have got 25 or 30 yards further upfield.
Yes, there was plenty of wide open spaces. Creevy was coming across and covered the fence, and maybe Cutler, but he runs very hard and fast, Buckley.
Another scrum win to Western Suburbs. Neil swung to the ground hard. The penalties are still 7-0 in Canterbury's favour, but the scrums have gone 6-4 West's way at this point. Oh, good one. Becoming very physical in his veteran years. Gitto. Merlo. All the West players looking for the ball now, all wanting it. There's a penalty against Kapanis. The swinging Jeffries to the ground. Merlo to the ground, I'm sorry. See it again. Giddo. Fourth attempt, 3 successes thus far. 4 from 4. And a scoreline now that is getting into the class of a whacking 17-0. So with only about 10 seconds remaining to half-time, we've got Canterbury in a terrible situation. Running through the details. Wayne Buckley a try, Jim Lease a try, Bob Cooper a try. There's the hooter in the background, taken by Buckley. He'll put it downfield and have a bit of a chase. It's going to go out on the full, is it? No, it finds the line, but that is it for that section of 40 minutes. I've mentioned the try scorers, Buckley, Lease and Cooper. 4 goals from 4 attempts to Ron Giddo, who is not a noted goal kicker, Barry Ross.
No, I can't recall the last time he's kicked.
Anyway, nothing to say about Canterbury. They've got it all to do. We'll be hoping for a vast improvement in their performance to measure up to the high quality of Western Suburbs in this second stanza. Brilliant sunshine greets the second half. The breeze still as it was, coming crossfield. Canterbury in possession from the kickoff. And Barry Ross has been in both dressing rooms. And one question, Barry, did Ted Glossop keep his cool?
Yes, Ted did keep his cool. He pointed out that the game was starting again as far as... Oops, very solid tackle in the middle there. He pointed out that the game was starting again as far as Canterbury was concerned, and he was worried about his forwards taking too much time trying to hurt West forwards, to just play the game and do their job, he said. He also said that they weren't moving up in defence, and when they were running with the ball, they weren't running onto the ball. They were standing still and passing. Western Suburbs, meanwhile, not too much was said. Roy wanted the boys to keep on going as they are, and Bob Cooper stay wide and attack the blind.
Goodwin, up the blind side. Caught round the legs on the quarter line. Western Suburbs starting at a great rate. Donnelly charging forward. They're taking their toll of the Canterbury pack. Gibbs tackle on Robertson a few moments ago was a blockbuster. Cooper. Pass away to Merlo, and the referee says play on. Merlo goes in a circular run. Last tackle. They'll attack up the blind side by the look of it. Jeffries, Neil, the high kick, pressure for Cutler. The referee's awarded a try. No, he's gone double movement. He's saying that he was offside in effect, which is what I thought originally, but I was a bit shocked to see a try awarded. Goodwin in an offside position when he took the ball.
Another little bit of drama at half-time. Rex, Canterbury secondary Peter Moore did complain to referee Hartley that the balls were too hard. But Ron Giddo, the Western Suburbs kicker, doesn't seem to be finding too much problems with them.
Robinson wanting to take on this Western Suburbs pack on his own, but he's going to have to get a few of his mates to go with him. Cook.
Jack Jeffries, the West hooker, down in the background.
Jeffries down in pain at the moment. Pass out there to Chris Mortimer. Gary Hughes, who's now down as well. He's holding his hip. Creevy. Mark Hughes. Oakes. Last tackle. Canterbury running from right to left. Creevy. Halfway through the gap. It's 6 to go, I think. The referee says no, play on. Oakes. And that's the 6. I thought that pass was knocked down by a Western Suburbs player. Not so, said the referee. Jeffries will be late to this scrum. Unless some Western Suburbs player suddenly takes a dive over there. Suddenly he's a lock forward as Jeffries, last man in. Well, they've won the scrum without him. I wonder whether he'll credit that one to himself. I think Merlo was hooking there. Oh, no, was it Rebo? Rebo on Rebo, I think, yeah. Just short of halfway. Merlo to his feet. Goodwin. Threw a pass back inside, looked to touch forward, was out to Buckley now. He's streaking away up the sideline. Looks inside, but there's both of them been knocked over. One with the ball, one without the ball. Neil was the player that was knocked over without it. Buckley. Wayne Smith. Gibb. Oh, he went perilously close to losing that too. Round the knees he finally held it. Jeffries. Merlo. Last tackle. Jeffries. Goodwin. Rolls a long one out to Buckley. He's up the sideline. Gets a pass back inside to Lease. Lease flicks it to Neil. Back it comes inside, but Paponis is there. I think George may have got a bit of a whack on the head there. He's a bit slow to his feet. He's okay.
Playing his 101st first grade game today, George Paponis.
There's Robinson again. He's certainly showing plenty of vim and vigour in his work in the opening 4 minutes of this second half. Creevy. Good little stepping run. Gary Hughes. His brother Mark.
There are children on both camera stands and on top of the toilet box. All prohibited areas, you must go down from those positions, otherwise you will be removed.
Cook, one-handed. Mark Hughes, that's the 6. Canterbury still making very little impression on this Western Suburbs defence. We'll be doing as in previous years. Weekly TV awards to the best footballer of the match we televised. The player selected will be designated the 7 Big League Footballer of the Week. He'll receive $400 and appear on Sports World the following week for the check. Canterbury win that scrum. At year's end, all the weekly award winners will be judged by the Controversy Corner panel, and the overall winner will be named 7's Big League Footballer of the Year. And a magnificent prize of a Mazda RX-7 sports car valued at $16,000 will be his. Penalty to Canterbury, trying to reap the ball away from the tackle player. We continue with our try of the match from 7's Big League, and the player judged who will be most responsible for the best try of the match receives each week $150. At year's end, all those tries will be judged. The player that we think is most responsible for the try of the year, another great prize from the Mazda range, a mighty Mazda 626 Coupe, valued at $7,000. Who's not made a lot of impression today. A young fellow taking the place of Coveney, who injured his leg last week. Creevy. Folks back inside to Mark Hughes in one of the Canterbury set-piece plans. Paponis, Creevy, Gary Hughes.
Newtown 12, Eastern Suburbs 6, Cronulla 8, South Sydney 5.
Creevy.
Parramatta 14, Penrith 7,
Very
George
quick
13,
indeed.
Manly 2.
Cutler chiming in and has his legs chopped away from underneath him. Canterbury starting off at a strong rate in the opening 7 minutes, but really it must be said making very little impression. They trail by 17 points to 0. Scrum went to Canterbury. Creevy and Neal come together, and then with an assist from Cooper, Creevy goes back 5 yards. Hughes to Gary Hughes. 2 men there every time a Canterbury player runs. Gary Hughes. Mark Hughes. Goodwin the tackler. Stokes. Now Paponis. Creevy. Gary Hughes. Bretnell. Last tackle. Plays it forward. And Donnelly offside, patently. And the player down in the background there, Jack Jeffries again. I think West players can afford to be magnanimous now.
First prize in the guessing competition.
Donnelly acknowledged the referee was correct then.
14491. The second.
Inside the West quarter for one of the rare occasions.
14266.
Cutler's got a hit on the head, holding that.
91, second, 14266.
Gibbs comes in with a shoulder charge to put Gary Hughes down. Paponis. Creevy. Always quick enough to beat the first tackle, but the West defence just swarms in. Cook finds a way through the middle of the ruck there for a 15-metre gain. Could have been a penalty. Paponis flicks it back inside to Chris Anderson. Last tackle. Canterbury putting on a spirited display. And it's a try. Anderson. Finally, they're on the board. Now, that may have the desired effect, probably having something to say to Big Hartley, but it'll do no good. See it again. Not spectacular, but they all count the same. There was Cook. There could have been a penalty for holding there. Paponis, the flick inside to Anderson. Now watch as he gets to his feet. Maybe a bit more explicit from the head-on shot. We'll watch this one. Paponis saying, get up, get up, get up. He does and plays it forward. And as far as I'm concerned, from that angle, scored a legitimate try. We'll see it clearer from this angle. Watch him to his feet. Ricochet off the legs. Seemed to be right on the line, but the referee was close. You can see on the left, and he's judged it to be a three-pointer. It would. Here's the record for Anderson, 79 record, 11 tries in 24 matches, 3 from 5, progressive in 1980. Fourth attempt, no success. Only 18 metres or 15 metres out, almost directly in front. Oh, blimey, he hasn't struck the ball properly at all today. Not one of his kicks has looked a good kick, even that one that got him 2 points. But there it is, 17-5, and welcome to the scrum win to Canterbury. Gary Hughes coming through and a planned move. Canterbury really on the boil at the moment. The scrums are 7-all, the penalties are 9-1 in favour of Canterbury. Creevy to Robinson, he ricochets off one player, goes bang, bang, straight ahead again and gets it within 3 metres. That was a bit of vintage Robinson. Creevy unloads, must be a try. Oh, he's gone on his own. He had support on the outside. He's into the end goal area and it's held up. One would have thought, and the referee watches Neal as he charges away, and he's entitled to go as quickly as he likes. Calls for the ball back. Paponis saying a few words. I'm sure George Paponis realises, now what's going on here? Held up in the end goal. It should have been a scrum. And that's the correct ruling. And Paponis, knowing the law, has called the referee's attention to it. But that's a scrum win to Western Suburbs. Miller. 17-5. Can Canterbury come back? Done 5 points along the way. Donnelly 5 metres outside his quarter. On the blind side they come. Lease. Wayne Smith. Had Rebo on the inside. Couldn't get a pass to him. Donnelly. We sold a bit of a dump to Merlo. But Gibbs has got it now. He's back it right away. And gets towards the halfway line. Last tackle. Gitto. Pass has gone to ground. It's picked up by Canterbury. Knocked on, says the referee. There's a clean heel to Paponis. The scrum win. That makes it 8-7 in favour of, or 8-all actually, in their level. Robinson. Back to Mark Hughes. 3 metres short of halfway. Paponis runs from dummy half. Steals another 6 or 7 metres. They need the quick play the balls now. It's the only way, apart from kicking, to get this Western Suburbs side turned around. Creevy with a good pass to Foe. And suddenly Canterbury making ground against this west side by quick play the balls. Creevy. Mark Hughes. Last tackle. Some impressive football in that last sequence of tackles. Gary Hughes, the dummy. The kick ahead. Wayne Smith, the bounce is good for him. Bob Cooper on the blind side. Unloaded well to Boland. Five metres inside west quarter. 17-5. Wests are leading. In possession in the black uniform. Neal. Goodwin. Lease. Got a pass back to Goodwin. Long back to Cuba. And now then to Donnelly. On the ground. Still Wests and 6 to go. Merlo. Merlo. Caught by one arm. And 40's way another 5 yards. Jeffries. Wayne Smith. The dummy. Lovely pass out there to Gitto. Back inside to Smith. Smith did well to pull that in. It was behind him. Tackled 5 metres short of the halfway line.
Number 16, Penrith 12.
Gitto. Gibbs. Wound himself up to charge then and really put some effort into it. Goodwin. That kick looks... well, it bounced badly for West. It's gone straight ahead. Gearan has it. He'll run away from Lease, will he? Lease did very well with a dive, touched him. No disgrace for a 5'8" come lock forward in being run away from by Gearan. Creevy. Nice footwork. Up to the quarter line. Game starting to open up now. Gary Hughes. Long floating pass out to Brentnell. Brentnell gets it to Cutler on the outside. He evades one. Back to Cook. Bit of a cuffing high tackle. There won't be any portion for that. It was a slap across the face by Goodwin. No damage. Gary Hughes. Foe. That pass has gone anywhere. Cook has it. Now Robinson, they're losing ground in it. No, Robinson says we're not losing ground and goes straight ahead. He's a wholehearted player, this fella. Was Goodwin waving at the trainer on the sideline then, Barry?
Yes, I think he may have been, but the trainer was down a bit further talking to someone else. He's back here now with Boland.
And that's the 6th tackle. Suburbs containing Canterbury there. And Barry Ross has got somebody on the sideline at the moment. We've got a few interesting questions for. The president of the West Club, Bill Carson, former first grade and international footballer. Barry.
Yes, Bill lost 4 big players, Boyd, Brown, Doré and Radonikas at the end of last season, and yet you're on top of the competition this week. Where do you get these players from, like, say, Jim Lease?
Well, we just seem to have this ability that we've created an atmosphere in the club where all the boys all work together. And everybody sort of understands that no one's getting very much more money than the other person.
And say, what sort of money would, say, a player like Jim Lease, if you won, say, 15 games this year, what sort of money roughly would they get, Bill?
Well, I would say basically every first grader could, if we got into semi-final situations, they would end up in about the $12,000 to $15,000 mark, every one of them.
Bill, last question, quick one. You played for Australia from West in 1962. What did you get that year?
$900. The signing on fee that year, the same as Arthur Summers and the other men.
Well, Bill Carson, the president of the West Club, talking to Barry Ross on the sideline. Some interesting comparison figures there's of these in the old days. I know what he's talking about. I got around about the same sort of money in my era. Anyway, Western Suburbs. Neil. Lovely pass out there to Giddo. Giddo's got himself into the clear. Looks for Smith. Smith's floating up the middle of the field. He's no support. Hughes comes behind and puts him down. Good tackle from Gary Hughes. But Canterbury in total disarray. There are 5 of their players still coming back on side. Rebo goes to ground with the ball when Ann loses it, and Canterbury back in possession. 17-5 the score. We've had 20 minutes of this second half. Much more spirited performance from Canterbury in this last 20 minutes. Creevy, Gary Hughes. Back inside to Creevy. Oh, he's got himself into the clear for once. Bavated 1-2, and he's going to go out and score. They won't catch him. He's Rebo. Rebo's making ground, but he won't get to Creevy. It's a great solo try by the little fella. You won't see better. A great solo try. He's run 75 yards, I would estimate. And that one's brought the house down. The blue and white flags are out, and I think he's in a state of total exhaustion. And pretty good work, too, by Rebo to pick him up in the way he did there for a few yards. But let's see it now. From this point, this was Creevy, the replacement half. Steve Mortimer. Watch yourself. Look at this. Some weak defence. They've gone high. He just kept on shrugging him off. Here's Rebo striding out, different running styles. He finally got to him on the line from head on. How many tackles did he avoid?
12,451.
Now this is the start of it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So he's beaten 5 Western Suburbs defenders. If we include Rebo, although Rebo was never going to stop him scoring, he's got through 6. Ewan kicks his foot hard into the boot so that he's got the toe cap nice and firm. This kick very critical. 5 metres inside the quarter, 13 metres in from the sideline, well within his range, but needs the work. And it is not going to get there. It's away to the right, and again, Barry Ross, he's not striking the ball sweetly, is he?
No, not at all. Not the Steve Gearin of last year and probably early this year.
But 4 goals from 4 attempts to Giddo, and 1 goal from 5 attempts to Gearin. Sun. Well, folks, makes a good break up to the halfway line, and West's apparently just a little bit slack at the moment. Is there a situation? Wests have created 8 to Canterbury's 7. And as you'd expect from the Canterbury side, coached by Ted Glossop, they're starting to put it together, and Wests have opened up and they're letting them run. We may yet have a cliffhanger on our hands. Creevy loses it behind him. The referee says no knock on. He steps and fallen to the ground.
That try from Creevy, Rex, that last try, that's his 12th this year in all grades. He's 4th in first grade, and he's 49th for the club.
Well, Cook running around in ever diminishing circles, gets it back to Creevy, who I'm sure is looking for a hole to hide to crawl into at the moment. He's had so much work in the last 5 minutes. Chris Mortimer shrugged that ball onto his shoulder and did well to hold it. That's the 6. Canterbury 9 penalties to 1. Wests have only received 1 penalty. And that is a damning indictment, whichever way you happen to look at it. The scrums, however, are 9 to 8 in Canterbury's favour. Again.
says referee Hartley. The episode of This Is Your Life, which is on tonight, following Sevens Big League, is one for all sporting fans. A big name in the sporting world. An episode that shouldn't be missed.
Wayne Smith playing the ball, then bleeding from a nasty cut to the mouth.
Neil. Merlo. A bit of the sting gone out of Western Suburbs in this last 10 minutes. Let's see whether it's only a temporary thing, a get your breath back situation. Goodwin out to Gitto, hard to the ground. Buckley evades one, but finally just chipped by one hand. Last tackle. What a West tactics. Goodwin. Goodwin. Right through. Looking for support. Lobs a beautiful pass to Boland. Boland's got Gearin there. Baines Gearin's got him running backwards and forwards. Oh, he's going to score. It's a great try to Boland. And Gearin really should hang his head in shame a little bit on that one. Should really Boland turn him inside out. Now watch this for a classical bit of wing three-quarter running. And look at the break made by Teddy Goodwin, the man that nobody wanted. Lovely pass. Now watch this. He drops inside, Gearin wrong-footed, outside again, inside, and finally evaded him completely, and evaded everybody. Gary Hughes got to him on the line. You'll see that in and out situation I'm talking about, more graphically illustrated from head on. And there's the pass, well taken. Now watch this, the prop inside, then outside, then back inside, and really at that stage Gearin was like a corkscrew. And this is the record of Boland. 79 record, 8 tries from 21 games. Now can Gitto keep his record intact? I believe he may have. He has! 5 from 5, and that was a horrible kick. It rolled end over end, sideways, up and down, but they all count. 2 points. West 22.
Wing, wearing number 17 for Warren Boland.
And a scrum win to Western Suburbs. Good one. Little kick over the top. Play on, says the referee. It's going to be a try. No, it's not. It's been kicked out from underneath him by Gearin. Wayne Smith looked like scoring. Now Boland comes off, and that will be an injury replacement, I would imagine. He may have hurt himself. And Ron Broderick, number 17, comes on.
Number 5, Warren Boland, has left the field, replaced by number 17, Broderick.
Gary Hughes cuts out a man with that pass. Out to Folks. 22 points to 8. 9 minutes to go. Impossible task for Canterbury. Retnell. West forwards now starting to liven up their performance again. A very strong group for all but about 7 or 8 minutes of this game. There they are again, forcing the opposition back. Robinson has given plenty today. Little toe poke. Oh, well volleyed. Wayne Smith stepped himself right into clear. He could go on and score. He's going to. He doesn't. He gets it back inside. It's to Buckley, but he couldn't handle it. Well, that's a line dropout. That deserved a try. Wayne Smith did marvellously well to half volley that ball and cut his way through. But the good defence there stopped him. And the pass inside astray. We'll see this game replayed next Sunday morning prior to Sports World. Which is the program that goes on before the Sports World show, starting at about 5 to 11. Lease. A top game. A number of players on this west side have had top games.
The condition of Warren Boland, Rex, he's very badly concussed, and he's not quite with it at the moment. After that last try he scored, he suffered a knock, and he had to leave the field.
Okay. Donnelly. Right on the quarter line now. West looking for another try in the closing stages. Lease lobs a long one out to Rebo. Rebo to Buckley. Buckley up the sideline. Can't get easy to touch. Six and a half minutes to go. The scrum win to Canterbury, making it 11-10 in their favour. Those penalties 9-1. Incredible ratio for a side on the winning end of the business. Knockbacks as the referee. Not knocked on by Creevy. Mark Hughes, Brentnell. Touch judge came on, but the referee will probably wait until there's a stoppage in play. Harry Hughes, Creevy. Great tackle there by Lease. Here's Robinson again with his one-man war against this Western Suburbs side, and you've got to admire him. He's given plenty today, and he's taken plenty. Cooper should be careful. He's been sent off once this year. They're losing ground in possession. That's an offside pass. Now the touch judge comes on. We're coming up to within 20 seconds of the last 5 minutes. They're looking at Gitto with his 6th attempted goal. He's not missed one to date. And that's a 6-6 performance. And the scoreline now moves on to 24 points to 8. Western Suburbs. Neil stepped his way to the clear at long last. Had support on the outside and Merlo on the inside, but couldn't get a pass away. We think unofficial time, about 3 minutes to go, but there's a Rebo drop, which takes the west side off the boil. Canterbury come up with that ball. Is there a situation? West 10, Canterbury 7. Number of times each side's given the ball back to the opposition. Brentnell. About 2.5 minutes perhaps to go. Creevy. Harry Hughes. Guerin. Cook, one-handed pass.
Cronulla 18 defeated South Sydney 12.
The Western Suburbs camp have decided, Rex, that Wayne Smith will be spokesman for the players after the match because Warren Bowen is causing concern and they will be taking him away.
Roderick from dummy half. With under 2 minutes to go, unofficial time. 24 points to 8. Wests have done it. The try scorers for them have been Wayne Buckley, Warren Boland, Jim Lease and Bob Cooper. 4 tries. There have been 6 goals from 6 attempts by Ron Gitto. 2 penalty goals and 4 conversions. For Canterbury, a try to Mal Creevy, a try to Chris Anderson, and 1 goal from 5 attempts. Goodwin has it over the line and actually threw it away as he was swung round. And Cooper going to be spoken to now. The penalty, of course, for offside. Into the countdown, under a minute. The ball left behind by Mark Hughes, picked up there, and of course it'll be a knock-on.
Chris Mortimer. Last scrum of the match, perhaps. Canterbury scrum win.
19-all, full-time score, Parramatta Penrith.
13-11, the scrums in Canterbury's favour. 10-2, the penalties. Canterbury's wide. Creevy. And there's the hooter, where 5 seconds out of time, and it's been a massive and a very, very good win by Western Suburbs.
Our award winner in today's game, and there were a number of players in contention, but we finally came up with Jim Lease, who was a lock forward, played at 5'8" today for most of the game, but did appear in the centres on several occasions. And I thought his overall versatility showed, because he's not a vastly experienced footballer. Scored a try, was involved in another, very strong in defence, and had an all-round very, very fine game. He'll appear on Sports World next Sunday and receive his $400. Now, the results of the other games today, or this full round of football: Norths yesterday 6 defeated Balmain 4, West 24, Canterbury 8 in the game we televised, Eastern Suburbs 6 have gone down to Newtown 22, Cronulla 18 have recorded a win over South Sydney 12, St George 21 have a donkey-licked Manly 2 in Brookvale Oval, and another upset result, Penrith 19, Parramatta 19. Now, the competition table looks this way: Western Suburbs 10, there are 4 sides equal second on 8 points, Canterbury, St George, Newtown and Cronulla. Then we have on 7 points Parramatta, Manly on 6, South Sydney, Eastern Suburbs, Balmain and North Sydney all on 4, and Penrith have recorded their first point with the draw with Parramatta. They're on 1. Now, our telecast next Sunday poses a bit of a dilemma. It's between the Saints and West sides from Jubilee Oval or Newtown and Cronulla from Henson Park. All those sides were undefeated. We'll give that some deliberation, and we'll make a decision on the 7 Network News tomorrow night when I give the announcement. Well, that's the end of the league for this weekend. I hope you've enjoyed it, but viewers of Channel 7 should stay on the Big 7, because we have an excellent, splendid episode of This Is Your Life coming up, in which one of Australia's leading racing journalists